Paranormal Nut Podcast. We won't, we promise. Hi, Jan. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Slim. Let's see. Make sure that's muted. Hi, Sobe. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Excuse me. Hi, Florna. How are you? Everybody got your coffee ready? Or your morning drink? I have coffee here and Diet Dr. Pepper. Those are both my fuels. I'm going to move the camera down here in just a sec. As soon as we get more people in here. I didn't do any pictures this week for us to look at or anything, so y'all are just going to have to look at my ugly mug today, and you're going to like it. And of course, you'll be able to hear my family in the living room. They're all in there watching TV. I don't think they're on the live stream today, but all right, Debbie. Well, when it's just me, I am Paranormal Nut Podcast, but whenever I have a panel, which I haven't been able to do here lately, but the morning times will always be the vertical because it's just going to be me. Hi, Mary. How are you? I miss you so much. But we've got some fun stuff to talk about today. I don't know how fun it was for the people, but it's interesting to see nonetheless. Yeah, it does because it gets mixed in with the shorts. So the vertical live streams, or the regular live streams, the horizontal live streams, they don't get mixed in with anything. They just, you get your notification. That's pretty much it. The vertical live streams, they get mixed in with the shorts. So you get a lot more impressions. And you get a lot more people coming into your chat. Evening time is a whole lot better for it, but I just want to have coffee with my friends and talk in the morning. So, hi, Krista. How are you? See, y'all are getting y'all's timing just right. Get your coffee ready right about the time I go on. So I didn't go live Thursday night. We had a lot of stuff going on, and my signal wasn't the best, so uh, I just decided not to do it. So I definitely wanted to do this one. Good morning, David. If y'all will, please like and share. I would appreciate it very much. Let a few more people get in here, and then we'll get started. Of course, as always, we're going to start with our morning prayer list and our prayer. And then I've got a couple of shout outs I want to give, and then we'll get started with the actual subject matter. I can't even think today. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. I'm still working on the whole lighting situation in my mom's room here until we figure out where we're going to be live streaming from. Because this light right here is just way too bright and it just shines right on top of my head. Um, so right now I just got like a candle going and the lamp because I watched the playback from the time I did it with the light over me, and it really was bad. Thank you, Paranormal Net Podcast. Oh, Debbie or Mary, that's sweet, but it still shines way too bright. And I am far from an angel, although I'm working on it. But I love you for saying that. Oh, crap. Mary, I knew you were going to do that. I shouldn't have said nothing. I'm sorry. Y'all make sure y'all check each other out. I still got to catch back up on Paranormal Nut podcast videos and lives. I got to catch up on a lot of people because I'm so behind on everybody, and I will get caught up. Just give me time. With everything that's been going on, it's been kind of crazy. Um, so not last night, but the night before, uh, Cody was fine. He was just sitting there. Um, we were at Layne's house, Layne and Sky's house, and he just started violently shaking everywhere. Um, Layne ran out and grabbed me, and I went in and I was asking him questions, and we weren't understanding anything he was saying. Um, none of it made sense. He just could not quit shaking. Uh, I told him I was going to call an ambulance. He told me no at first, and then he finally said, call them. I did understand that. High blood files. And we went to the hospital. His blood pressure was sky high. He finally quit shaking. They did blood work and all that. But another thing, his lips turned black. Like, it looked like he was wearing black lip liner with purple food coloring or something on his lips. So they checked him. He didn't have any signs of infection or anything like that. They don't know what caused it, why it happened. So they bolused him some antibiotics just in case. I don't know what the just in case was for, if his white count wasn't up or anything. And then they watched him for a little bit, then they sent him home. So the next day, we're sitting at mom and dad's house, and he was fine. My dad's nurse showed up and was doing all his stuff, and I was in my mom's room. Cody was in the living room with my dad and my dad's nurse. And um, apparently, Cody walked into the bathroom, used the restroom, and when he come back, he started doing that again. He started shaking real bad, couldn't talk, lips started turning purple. So my dad's nurse asked my dad, is he okay? And my dad said, I don't know. Well, Cody come in here where I was, sat down, and he said, it's happening again. And so I was trying to calm him down, and he said, call an ambulance. He was scared. I was scared. We were all scared. The nurse came in here and she asked if he was okay. I said no. She tried to check his blood pressure. She could not get a reading on it. It was so high. And so they took him, or we called an ambulance. They took him in. His blood pressure was sky high again. High butch. Still no signs of infection. Lips were purple and black again. And they have no clue what caused it. We were in the ER for about 5 hours yesterday. They ran all kinds of tests, chest x-rays, everything to rule out pneumonia or anything that's causing, like, where he loses his breath. And they think that the severe shaking, but yesterday he was running 103 fever. They don't know where the fever's coming from because he doesn't have an infection. So they're baffled. We're baffled. But they did tell him before they sent him home. I think that they wanted to keep him, but Cody, being Cody, said no. But they did tell him that if he had another episode, to get to the hospital as soon as possible. So 2 ambulance rides in less than 24 hours. And we still have no clue what caused that. It was almost like he was having convulsions or a seizure, but he was awake. And that's what scared him so bad, because he was awake during it. So Needless to say, on top of everything else that's going on, now we got to get this figured out. Because it's scary. It scared Lainey so bad. I felt so bad for her. Um, Hi, everyone. Here I am. Uh, she was so upset. And it's hard watching any of your family members sick, but to have it be one of your parents or something like that, it's really, really hard on someone, especially as close as Lainey is to me and Cody. So it was horrible. It's been a rough few days, and but he did sleep pretty good last night. He was kind of up and down a little bit, um, so he is getting a little more sleep. So I'm hoping that helps some. But as far as today, he hasn't had any episodes today, and we're praying that that continues. Because I don't want to go. I don't. I know he does not want to go through that again, but I definitely don't. If we knew what it was, that's the hard part is you don't know what's causing it. He's not having his O2 sat was down a little bit, but it wasn't bad. Bad enough. It wasn't bad enough for his lips to be purple and black. But they can only assume that whenever he's jerking like that, I mean, and it's like violent jerks, like, and he says he is freezing from the inside out, like he just cannot get warm. It was 90 something degrees, and he was wrapped up in a blanket, freezing. And so they said that maybe the violent jerking like that is what caused his breathing to be shallow, or where if he's holding his breath while he's shaking, that maybe that caused his lips to do that. We don't know. I would love to find out. But yeah, so just continue to keep him in your prayers because it's been it's been crazy. Uh, we also found out that his wound care is not going to be covered, so we're trying to figure out something with that because he's got to get started on that. Although the doctors did say I was doing a good job um, on his legs and that they look good. As far as me taking care of them at home, that they were better than they expected. So, yay. But all right, let's get into this prayer list. Of course, I got to take my glasses up because I cannot see up close with them on. Continue to keep us in your prayers. My oldest daughter, Victoria, my mom and dad, and I'm hoping and praying that my mom and dad's AC on their car is getting fixed today. So this evening it's supposed to go in, and they found somebody after they got the part. They found somebody that's going to do it for very cheap for them, just because he's a nice guy. So he's definitely trying to help them out with everything that's been going on. So we appreciate him very much. Continue to pray for April's mom and her whole entire family. And I know April's sick right now too, so keep her in your prayers. She's got a real bad chest cold, and of course she's still out there working. So Steph Layne and her family, Debbie McWaters, keep her in your prayers and her family as well. Melissa and Patrick and their family. Shayna and Danny from Shayna's Catopia and Roadkill Review, keep them in your prayers. Kimberly Adair, keep her in your prayers as she's going through some medical stuff. And also keep her brother in your prayers. He is still missing. He's been missing for several months now. Also continue to keep Ghost Mafia, his family, and friends in your prayers. If you have any other prayer requests, please make sure you put them in here so I can get them on the prayer list, and we will get them added for next week. Yeah, Mary, it definitely can. It definitely can make you that way. Um, but the first night he did it, he wasn't running a fever just yesterday, so I don't know. I don't know what. That's why they're so baffled. They have no clue. Honestly, he's like just throwing them for a loop. Okay, Sobe is trying to get a job. Sobe, will keep you in our prayers. Okay, so let's just. I'm gonna say this prayer and then we'll get started. Dear Heavenly Father, please hear our prayers for the sick members in our community and for all those in need. You know what those needs are. Show your mercy as you close wounds, cure illness, and make broken souls whole again. Thank you for the amazing people in this community who are constantly battling for those around them. Thank you for the people you have put in our path. We thank you for all that you do and all that you are. In your name, amen. Hi, Cheryl. How are you, sis? Um, I also want to thank everyone that's been making donations to our GoFundMe. That is all going towards us being able to live right now and getting Cody the wound care that he needs. Um, and for the medicines, because it seems like every time we go, they give him a new medicine, and that scared the crap out of me. I was looking up here and I saw me doing my hair like this, but I thought I was looking at my phone, so I thought there was something back here behind me. Whew, scared me for a sec. Anyway, all of your donations, no matter how big or small, they are making a huge difference, and we hope you know that we appreciate that so much. And every little bit is helping keeping us going. And we know it's not your responsibility, and so we appreciate anyone who's helping and anyone who's praying. If you can't donate, we appreciate the prayers too just as much. Um, but I want to thank the Still One. Thank you so much. Cheryl with Courage and Buck and Nephew. Teresa Lemons. Keith Grace. Debbie McWaters. George. Wendy. Shayna's Catopia and Roadkill Review. Mads Entertainment. Player or Renee. Batrican and Jesse. Jennifer Terry. James Robinson. Joyanne Wesson. And Vodka Vamp. Um, and Mary, thank you for messaging me. I know. Thank you. And thank you for all the prayers and encouragement, because it's definitely helping us keep going, because it's been whew, it's been a chore. I want to give a huge shout out to my mom and dad. They have been absolutely amazing, and Layne and Sky, they have been absolutely amazing too. And little Miss Danny, she's been keeping my mind off stuff too, because we have a lot of fun. And my cousin Laura and little Miss Lucy, of course. And I also want to thank uh, Brother Messer at the church and all of the church for their prayers. And church has been what I've been needing for the last several weeks. I didn't know how much I needed it till I started going, and it's definitely helping too. So I appreciate that, Mary. Um, I really do. I appreciate that a lot. Let's see. Okay, now let me find. Oh, okay, that's just the wrong page right there. So, also, a reminder that Para Games is going to be starting in July. We are not going to be doing teams. So, if you want Para Games, I'm fixing to repost the video about Para Games starting up. And you just need to sign up below the video. So, hello, Baby Blue. This live stream is about anything and everything we want to talk about. It's called Coffee and Conversations with the Curious. So we do all different types of conversations on here. Today we're going to be talking about the last meal request of people on death row and how crazy they are. So my name is Amy, and I am with What the Paranormal. Me, my daughter Layne, and my husband Cody. We go out and do paranormal investigations, but we also do true crime, live streams, anything and everything. I mean, we've been doing a lot of different stuff here lately. So, an amazing group of people here in the chat, and drama free. So, me and my dad was talking to me about a video he was watching, and he was telling me about some of the things that these people were getting and requesting whenever you could get your last meal. I think every single state now has stopped the last meal request, and it's because of one particular person that they stopped. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think that guy was, no, he wasn't in Texas. I can't remember what state he was in, but he caused it for everybody to pretty much be, where you couldn't have anything. Nepal, awesome. Welcome in, and appreciate you being here. So I'm going to take my glasses off. Everybody got your coffee ready? Howdy, Cody, babe. Diet Dr. Pepper is my other coffee. Are y'all on the live stream, Cody? Or just you? Because if y'all are on there, I'll say hi to Lucy. It's yeah, there's several in here from overseas, and I forget about that. So if you have any kind of beverage, I didn't say that at the beginning like I normally do. If you have your soda, your tea, your alcoholic beverage, whatever you're drinking at the moment, um, just grab it and join the chat. Because I do have a lot of people overseas that come in, and I know it's not morning for you guys anymore. Cheryl, have y'all got a lot of your land cleared off and stuff from all them storms? And is the flooding resided some? You're all right, Mary. Everybody knows about autocorrect. So I always thought when uh, a prisoner got a last meal request that it would be something like I'm gonna lower this down for just a minute. That it would be something like you could order a steak and a baked potato and a salad, or something like that. Wait till y'all hear some of this stuff. It is absolutely bonkers. So, the last meal request of inmate Marion Albert Pruitt starts off the list with enough food to feed a marauding blah, blah, army. I can't talk today already. Originally, Pruitt said he was intending to share the meal with another inmate who would be executed the same day. He requested a Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza, 4 Burger King Whoppers, a large order of French fries, 3 2-liter Pepsi bottles, fried eggplant, fried squash, fried okra, and a whole pecan pie. He wanted to request roast duck, but he didn't think the prison cook would cook it for him. Roast duck would have probably been a whole lot cheaper than all that stuff combined. I can't believe they actually let somebody have that much food. Hey, Face, how are you? Yeah, it made me hungry just typing it all out. uh, it made me want some fast food, that's for sure. Um, so that's a massive amount, but some of these are even worse. Philip Workman's last meal request is one of the most bizarre on this list. Workman was executed by the state of Tennessee in 2007. Asked the prisoner to give a large vegetarian pizza to a homeless person in Nashville, declining his own meal. Though the prison refused, I don't know how all these other people found out about it, but there was hundreds of people that bought pizzas and delivered them to the homeless people that night um, because the prison would not do it. So, I mean, honestly, I think that I don't know if he was trying to work on his karma or whatever, but I would have done it. You know, feed a homeless person instead of the one that you're fixing to execute. Why not? Love you too, Cheryl. Let's see. I speak like happy mom. I'll take that as a compliment. Is Sandra here? I don't see her. Oh, there she is. Hi, Sandra. Okay, let's see. Well known American serial killer Ted Bundy didn't have an unusual last request meal, but we thought you might like to know what he asked for and what is standard if a prisoner declines a special meal. Buddy was thus given the standard last meal, a medium rare steak, eggs over easy, hash browns, toast with butter and jelly, milk and juice. And they said that he declined to eat it. He didn't want to eat it. Because that's a lot of food, though, and a really good meal for a last meal request, even if you don't request anything. So, Joseph Mitchell Parsons was executed by the state of Utah in 1999, but not before he ate his requested last meal of 3 Burger King Whoppers, 2 large orders of fries, a chocolate shake, chocolate chip ice cream, and a pack of grape Hubba Bubba bubble gum. He requested to share the meal with his brother and cousin. I didn't know that they were allowed to share a meal with family members. I thought the only time they saw their family is whenever they were in the room, uh, or in the watch room. Um, but Hubba Bubba Gum, I mean, come on. Hi, Slim. Uh, why would you want bubble gum? Like that's crazy. I don't understand it. All right, here this is one of the strange ones. Okay, so inmate James Edward Smith asked for a pile of dirt. The prison denied his request and ended up sending him a cup of yogurt. He asked for a pile of dirt for his last meal request. Let's see. Hi, Ava. How are you? Hi, Roberta. Well, you enjoy your morning walk, Rob. Okay, so this is not necessarily a last meal request, but I found it interesting. So Hitler, he wasn't captured alive, right? Um, but his final meal on April 30th, 1945, Adolf Hitler realized the war was lost and his third reach was over. So Hitler ate lasagna with a light sauce before he and his new wife, Eva Braun, took their cyanide pills. So they ate lasagna right before they took the cyanide. I thought that was interesting. Hi, Andre. How are you? If I'm missing anyone coming in, I'm sorry. Hi, Sean. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Agus Paranormal. I hope I said the name right. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. You can definitely correct me. All right. Let's see. So, executed in 1958, Barton K. Kirkman asked for a last meal to be pizza and ice cream because you get cheese, meat, and everything else in one meal. Not so much fuss. So, I guess he was being considerate. You're still thinking about the Hubba Bubba bubble gum? Whenever I was typing this out, just typing it alone gave me trouble. So I figured saying it out loud was going to give me trouble too. Mine was always just the original um, Hubba Bubba. I loved Hubba Bubba. Actually, my favorite chewing gum was the one you could get that looked like the tobacco pouch. What was it? The baseball Big Chew, or what was it? I can't remember the name of it. But it looked like it was a tobacco pouch. And my thingy here is not working so well today. Hang on, guys. Y'all are gonna get covered up for a second. Okay, maybe that'll work some. I'm trying to figure out why it won't stay. Let me see if I can put something right here and make it stay. That work? Yay! I got it to work. Can y'all still hear me good? Oh, hi, Charmaine. I love you. Big League Chew, yes, that was my favorite one. For one, it always felt like you were doing something wrong, even though you weren't, because it was just gum. But for some reason, when you're like 7 years old or whatever, it makes you feel cool. That and the beef jerky that was shredded up into sawdust, and you'd put a big old glob of it in your cheek there and act like you were dipping. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone else coming in. It was all shredded. Yes, I love that gum. That was so good. Let's see. So, following the ice cream theme, Louisianan Dobie Gillis Williams asked for a sugar rush of ice cream and 12 chocolate bars. That would definitely be a sugar rush. Um, but 12 chocolate bars, how can you eat that? Like, oh, I would not be able to. But I guess if it's your last meal, then yeah, anything's possible. You don't have to worry about it going to your hips or anything. Okay, one of the most deadly domestic terrorists in the United States history, Timothy McVeigh, was executed by the state of Indiana in 2001. For his last meal, McVeigh asked for 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream. That's all he wanted for his last meal was 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream. I don't understand that. That's all you're eating, I guess. Yeah, it would make me sick too. I don't understand it. It's gross. Um, let's see. One of the better known last meal requests is by inmate Victor Figure, ordered a single olive, which had not been pitted. So after his execution, the olive pit was found in his suit pocket, and he was allegedly buried with it because he wanted to grow an olive tree as a gift of forgiveness and whatever. So he wanted to use it as like an offering, I guess. Some people say that the olive pit was left in his coat pocket, and others say that somebody took it out and that he was not buried with it. Hi, Sam. How are you? Nobody knows for sure if he was actually buried with it or if an olive tree actually grew there. But I thought that one was weird too. He just wanted one olive and he wanted to make sure it still had the pit in it. Um, Executed by the state of New Jersey in 1936 for the murders of the Lindbergh baby, Bruno Richard Hauptmann asked for his final meal to be celery, olives, a salmon salad, corn fritters, sliced cheese, a fruit salad, and a sliced cake for dessert, served with coffee and milk. That's like more than I eat in 2 days, 2 or 3 days. That's a lot of food. And I can't believe that they actually gave them this stuff. Like, you would think that they'd be able to pick out of like one meat, like two sides, maybe a salad, a dessert, and a drink. But no, these people went above and beyond all of that. Um, Cheryl, I think Cheryl is way behind, or I'm way behind or something. Cause I did the dirt one a while back. That's all right. That's all right. You'll catch up, Cheryl. Oh, exactly, Debbie. And they also have one person that cooks all these meals for, and it's another prisoner. So they've actually had some chefs that have went to prison, and they gave them the job of cooking for the bless you, cooking for the uh, last meal request. So um, okay, this one is hilarious. I mean, not hilarious, but it is hilarious. Another man executed by the state of Texas, Odell Barnes, declined his last meal request, asking instead for justice, equality, and world peace. Okay. Justice, equality, and world peace. That's crazy. I would ask for a Big Mac trio and a Happy Meal. Y'all be thinking about that because I'm going to ask y'all here in a little bit what y'all would ask for. All right. Uh, let's see. Where was I at? Okay. Inmate Ronnie Lee Gardner's last meal came with a twist. Gardner ordered a steak, lobster tail, apple pie with vanilla ice cream, and a 7 Up. That sounds more normal, right? But he also asked to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which he watched while reading Divine Justice over a 48-hour fast before his execution. So he ate his food, then he fasted for 48 hours, while watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy and read Divine Justice. Okay. Um, I didn't know they allowed all that stuff though. You know, like food, yeah, your last meal request food. But to allow him to watch the movies that he requested and all that other stuff, that's weird. He was definitely stalling. He was definitely stalling. All right. All right. So the last meal request made by David Leon Woods was simple. He ordered a pizza and a birthday cake. And it wasn't his birthday. But he wanted a pizza and a birthday cake. So that one was simple. Um, let's see. The two ringleaders of the famous Bali 9 heroin smugglers were executed in Indonesia in April 2015. Before their death, before their death, Andrew Chan and Miran Sukumaran, I probably said that really wrong, ate Kentucky Fried Chicken, a popular food in Indonesia. So KFC is popular in Indonesia. I'm assuming it depends on the prison there. If they like, it does. And a lot of these slowly started by prison, started completely knocking it out, and you just got what was served that day. So whatever they had on the menu that day, you did not get. Okay, you got to listen to this one. It's going to take me a minute to read it. All right. Another death row inmate who ordered more than he could realistically. My back. Sorry, it was the Amber Alert. My morning is good, Andre. I hope that did not kill any of your ears. Hopefully you didn't hear it at all, but okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. And make sure I'm back on here because I had to exit the page. 1. Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, guys. All right. So this one's a long one. So bear with me. And just think about all this food going to one person before they die. One person. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Another death row inmate who ordered more than he could realistically eat, Gary Carl Simmons Jr., ordered one Pizza Hut Supreme deep dish pizza with double mushrooms, double onions, double jalapeno peppers, double pepperonis. A second pizza with 3 cheeses, olives, bell peppers, tomato, garlic, and Italian sausage. 10 8-ounce packs of Parmesan cheese. That's 5 pounds of cheese, by the way. Ranch dressing. 10 cups of ranch dressing. 8 ounces of jalapeno nacho cheese. 4 ounces of sliced jalapenos. 2 20-ounce cherry cokes. 2 large strawberry milkshakes. 2 pints of strawberry ice cream. And 1 family-sized bag of Doritos nacho cheese flavored. The calorie count of this meal alone was 29,000. That's ridiculous. Thank you, Debbie, for posting the links. You think we're going to put you to the test, Paranormal Nut Podcast. You're going to have to go out and buy every single bit of that, and then we're going to have to watch you on a live stream eat it. Okay. That, to me, that's just, could you imagine, though, having to, just thinking about it makes me sick, so I'm not going to say it. I mean, you're fixing to pass, you know. Executed by the state of California at 49 years old, Stephen Anderson requested his last meal to include 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, a pint of cottage cheese and hominy corn mixture, a slice of peach pie, chocolate chip ice cream, and the oddest of them all was a bowl of radishes to finish off the meal. You had dessert, but then you want radishes after that. That's, ugh. That's gross. I mean, I like radishes sometimes in a salad or something like that, but not like just eating them by themselves. That's ugh. And the cottage cheese hominy corn mixture, I don't think so. Hi, Jen. Love you guys. That's very that's very gross. Let's see. Okay, this one isn't a uh I mean, this one is a last meal request, but I mean, of course, he's not from here either. But former Iraqi President Saddam Hussein was executed by hanging in 2006. Um, and there's a fair bit of dispute over what his last meal was. Some sources claim that he ate mostly Western food, um, even eating a hamburger and French fries, while others say he was offered chicken and shawarma rice right before his execution, but he declined the meal. So some people say that he ate burgers and fries and stuff like that, but others say that he declined a meal altogether. So, Holocaust organizer and senior ranking Nazi officer Adolf Eichmann was hung in Israel in 1962. Eichmann declined a special meal, instead asking for a bottle of Carmel, a dry red Israeli wine, which he drank half of. So he didn't want no food. He wanted to get drunk, um, which I understand. But I don't think you should be allowed alcohol either. Okay, this is another doozy. Uh, the next couple of them. Let's see. I think this is our last two. Yeah, this is our last two of these for this time. Um, but they're both doozies. I can hear them in there. Lucy's giving them heck. And the last one's a real doozy. So one of the largest death row inmate meals in history was requested by Peter J. Miniel. The 42-year-old asked for, okay, y'all get ready for this. He asked for 20 beef tacos, 20 beef enchiladas, 2 double cheeseburgers, a jalapeno pizza, fried chicken, spaghetti, fruitcake, half of a chocolate cake, half of a vanilla cake, cookies and cream ice cream, caramel pecan fudge ice cream, 2 Cokes, 2 Pepsis, 2 root beers, 2 glasses of orange juice. Exactly. I don't know who he was feeding, but it dang sure wasn't just himself. My candle went out. I was wondering why it got so dark in here. Uh, that's crazy. How could one person even eat that anyway? There's no way. There's no way you could eat all that food. Um, but that's, to me, that's just like a waste of food. You you should get a choice of just a few things. They're having fun in there. And if y'all hear the female laughing, that's my cousin Lala. This last one makes me mad. It makes me very mad. Um, and it kind of explains the whole thing of why 90% of the people stop doing last meal requests, period, uh, is because of this one person right here. And I had another one on here. I think I missed it because I definitely wanted to read it to you. But I don't see it on here. I guess I didn't type it up. I'll just explain it to you. Um, so, this last guy. By far the strangest death row inmate's last meal request. Lawrence Russell Brewer asked for a massive helping of food, 2 chicken fried steaks, and sliced onions dripping in gravy, a triple meat bacon cheeseburger with everything on the side, 1 cheese omelet with ground beef, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, and jalapenos. A big bowl of fried okra with ketchup. Yeah. 1 pound of barbecued meat. Half a loaf of white bread. 3 fajitas with all the toppings. A Pizza Hut meat lover's pizza. A pint of Bluebell vanilla ice cream. A slab of peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts on top. And 3 root beers. Um, though a lot of prisons wouldn't do something that huge. And here's the kicker. It was in Texas. The Texas prison system did at that time. When the food arrived, Brewer refused to eat, saying he wasn't hungry. Could you imagine? Could you imagine getting all that food for this person and then he just doesn't want to eat it? So they gave it to other inmates and just kind of passed it around. But he refused it. That's why so many people said, nope, we ain't doing this no more. You're getting whatever is on the menu for that day. So if they had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that day for dinner, that's what you had for your last meal. That's crazy. Hello, Ray. Um, wow. I can't imagine that. Okay, so this other guy, um, let me see if that'll sit there. Hang on just a sec. He ordered quite a bit of food too, but he also ordered a pecan pie. Well, whenever he got through eating his meal, they come in. He left his pecan pie there. They said, "You're not going to eat your pecan pie." He said, "No, I'm saving it for later." I laughed so hard when I heard that, and it's so mean to laugh, but he was fixing to be electrocuted, and he told him, "No, I'm saving it for later." So I guess he thought he was coming back. Um, but you should hear that this is just a third of the, not even a third of the ones that we went through and we watched. Um, and some of these requests were just crazy, crazy. I could not, I could not believe even trying to eat any of that stuff. But some of the requests were just ridiculous. Okay, y'all are going back to the ceiling for a sec. um, so I told y'all to think about it. What would be your last meal request? Not that any of you are going to have a last meal request, but what would be if somebody asked you if you anything in the world, what would you want for your last meal? Thank you, Cheryl. Yes, everybody hit the like, share this out. I'd appreciate it very much. What would be your last meal? Chinese and chocolate cake, lasagna and root beer. I would ask for a Big Mac trio, Happy Meal, Tim Horton coffee, 10 bits, a poutine, and for dessert, I would hide it in my pocket. You'd hide it in your pocket, Skittles. I can see that. You can't decide, Mary? My last meal would be fried chicken, mashed taters with white gravy, and corn on the cob. You don't know either, Charmaine? No, it would not be coffee and Twinkies, Krista. Steak and baked potato. That's more me. I would definitely have a steak. My favorite meal is steak, baked potato, and salad. Last meal would be vegetables. Lisa, you got to get creative. You're about to have a last meal. Um, let's see. Lasagna, sweet tea, garlic bread, and a zero candy bar. Mars candy bar for me. 16-ounce ribeye steak, extra butter with A1, with fries, extra crispy, and ketchup. 10-piece nugget and fries with barbecue sauce and a hot McDonald's coffee. There you go, Sam. Cornish pastry with salad for dessert, apple pie. Salad and for dessert, apple pie. I said salad for dessert. Oh my lord. Bruh. Hello, Vicky. Pasty. That what I say? Oh, pasty. What is a pasty? My family gets fed up with me choosing at restaurants because I keep changing my mind too. I'm like that too a lot. Hello, Lisa. Okay, last meal. It's your last meal. What would you want? I think I would do steak, crab legs, salad. Definitely. I don't know why I would choose a salad because, I mean, but I love salad. Um, and for dessert, probably pecan pie. I love pecan pie. Sort of a handheld meat pie. Okay, I know what that is then. Yeah. We call them meat pies here. I already have tried the one chip challenge, Vicky. I've done every single one of them. We have all those videos on our channel here. I've actually done a lot of hot challenges. We do that too. And oh, I think it's so funny because we used to go to Wichita, which is about 45 minutes from here because that's where a lot of the restaurants are. We don't have a lot of restaurants around here because we're all very small towns. King snow crab legs, yes, definitely. That sounds yummy. Okay, Debbie. All right, if y'all need refills on your coffee, go grab them. Um, but we would go to Wichita and eat. Well, there's a buffet up there, a Chinese buffet that has sushi and all that stuff, and I always knew that there was something to eat for everybody there because all of us had like different things that we would want to eat. Because Layne was more like pizza, stuff like that. Cody was more Chinese food, and I was more seafood. And they had all three of those things. And so I would always say I wanted to go there, and it's called the Grand Buffet. And Layne always got so mad, so mad. Well, now she's an adult, and she's um, her and her boyfriend are living together. They're building a life together. And guess what his favorite restaurant is? The Grand Buffet. Same as mine. And now she loves the Grand Buffet. I think it's hilarious. I said, of course, it comes back to bite you because now you are going to be saying you want to eat there every time we go there, and that's fine with me. Have you done the salty one yet? What are you talking about? Hi, John. Good to see you. How are you doing today? What is the salty one? Have you done the salty one yet? I don't know what that one is. I have no clue what you're talking about, Krista. But I also do want to announce that I have a new admin on my channel. Um, Somebody that probably should have been an admin. I know Jenny McGinnis is an admin on here, but she's been real busy and had a lot going on. But I have somebody on my channel who works their butt off for my channel. Um, Whenever I say that I am going to be, because I always like, we talk about stuff that I'm going to be talking about on the channel, and within minutes, and I'm not talking about within hours, within minutes, she is sending me stuff to do research with, to watch videos with. Um, she's constantly sending me video ideas and emails and stuff like that, and she's always here, never fails, always here. And when she's not, um, I know something's going on because she would be here if otherwise. And she does this for a lot of channels, but I did ask Debbie McGinnis to be an admin on my channel. So um, if you can't ever, if you're trying to ask me something in the chat or anything else and I'm not seeing it, then ask Debbie. Because Debbie would probably know. Um, because Debbie definitely takes care of me. She takes care of a lot of other channels as well, and she doesn't get enough recognition for all the stuff that she does. And she's absolutely amazing. So I did put her as an admin on my channel, and she is a managing moderator on here. So she has, the abilities to do a lot of different things in the chats that, other people are not able to. So I really, 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 really appreciate you, Debbie, and thank you so much for all the care you put into everybody else. We appreciate it. I know a lot of times we don't always show it, but we definitely do. Um, and we love you very much. Thank you for being amazing. All of you are amazing. Um, but Debbie definitely goes out of her way, like completely out of her way. She goes miles and miles and miles out of her way to help everybody. So um, there's just no thanking somebody like that. You can't thank them enough. But I do want her to be a part of this channel because she does put so much work into it. I keep on reading my chat deal down there today on coffee. The pinned comment is down at the bottom on the phone, and I keep going to read it like it's a comment, but it's not. So how's everybody doing today? Y'all doing okay? How's my all of my nephews doing? I know I got several um, family members on here with nephews, Cheryl and Jen and Eddie. Just woke up. Aw. I miss them. I miss y'all too. I hate that we're not down in that area no more. My dog woke me up at 2 a.m. and wouldn't go back to bed. But I got a lot of editing done. Well, that's good. At least you got something done out of it. I hate getting woke up at nighttime. You're stiff from gardening. I would be too. What I really can't stand is setting my alarm and then waking up before my alarm. Oh, that drives me crazy. And it seems like here lately I've been doing it a lot. I got to get a CT done today on my left ear to see why my hearing is muffled. Thinking polyps blocking my eustachian tube from draining right or weak inner ear bone, but we're going to find out. Oh, lots of prayers for you, Sam. I got to go get a CT done. I think it's next week on my nasal cavities and my sinuses because I've had this deal blocking my uh, sinus cavities for a while, but it wasn't like a massive problem or anything. Um, but now it's completely blocked off the left side and it's growing, so they want to check to make sure that it's not something worse. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be fun. So I know my whole left side's completely blocked off because it swells real bad. But when my nose runs or my eyes water, and my eyes water a lot, it's just the right side, and that drives me crazy. Um, oh, why is this phone doing this? Come on. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do this without, there. Maybe that'll work. Oh, this is not working with me. Where is that deal? Right there. Okay, let's see if this works. No, that did not work. Ah, okay, that works. I may be a little cockeyed, but It is uncomfortable, Debbie, like so uncomfortable. It drives me nuts. And I can't sleep. I'm used to sleeping on my right side. I sleep with my arm up like this under my head, under my pillow, and I sleep like this. And now I'm having to sleep more on my left side because when I lay on my right side, it feels like everything's blocked off and I can't breathe. So, but I'm doing good, getting ready to pack my bags, going to film at Crystal Lake tomorrow in the library that is sitting. Oh, that's awesome. So you're going to be in the U.S. tomorrow. Well, half of it anyway. Half of the building's in the U.S., right? But my mama told me, and she got my anxiety up. She told me when I was little, I put beans up my nose. And she thought she got them all out, but she didn't think she did. And so now she got me thinking I got a beans sprouts growing in my nose. And then when they go in and try to remove it or whatever, they're going to be like, what the hell is this? Uh, I know she's full of crap and she's full of bull, but she's got me thinking now uh, that I actually do have beans up my nose, which would be bad. For one, I don't think they would like grow inside of a body, you know. But she definitely did a mind game thing with me there for a few. Oh, that would be so gross. You will be walking the green line. So even if you're in that building, you can't step over the line. That's crazy. Yeah, it definitely is. And she keeps saying that. She says, "Pray that them beans you put up your nose." I thought we got them all out, but oh, Jen, we're definitely praying. I need to put y'all on that list. Sam and Jen. I hope and pray that it's not Jen. So let's put Jen on here and Sam for her CT. See, ovaries. Okay, pinto beans. um, I hope it's not that. That's like it's driving me insane. But I know I didn't put no beans up my nose. Pretty sure. I mean, I don't really know what I did as a child because I don't remember anything until my mom and dad got together. Um, and I was 5 then, but I kind of blocked out anything before that. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been real rough. When your whole life just kind of comes crashing down at one time, and you think there's nowhere to go but further down. You know, I know the only way is up, but when every door you try to open just kind of slams shut in your face, and it really does make it feel like the world's just out to get you. Even though I know they're not, it's not. You know, I know shit happens. Um, and we're just kind of getting the crap into the stick right now, but it's gonna get better. It has to. See you later, Andre. Have a good day. Love you. But yeah, it'll get better. We just have to stay positive and going to church and stuff and praying and all that definitely has helped ease my mind a little bit. And I'm not saying that we're not getting blessings because we are. Um, I just, yeah, we're definitely getting some blessings, and we can't be thankful enough for that. So he's okay right now. He did sleep a little better last night. Um, and I've been watching him like a hawk. He's drinking a lot of water. They told him to drink a lot of water, and so he is. Um, he seems really tired, kind of exhausted, and it takes a lot out of him to do stuff right now. So yeah, it's tough to watch. Yeah, I definitely hope so, Sandra. But oh, Sophie's still at the last meal, I think, getting a cheeseburger. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm trying to focus on the channel and focus on other things right now, just to kind of keep my mind off of everything. But no, Jen, they still haven't found out what's causing it. And for some reason, they just keep giving him medicines, and they don't know what it is. So why do they keep? The first day they gave him IV antibiotics. The second day they gave him steroids, but they don't know what it is or what's causing it. Um, so why are you giving medicines when you don't even know if that's going to help? Aaliyah to the list. Okay. Thank you, Debbie and Charmaine. I will definitely add her. What's wrong with baby girl? That's our niece, Aaliyah. She fights seizures, and Charmaine's such an awesome mama, and we will definitely keep her in our prayers for seizures. Okay. I've got her added. Sorry, y'all. I'm kind of not paying attention to the chat right this sec. So if you put something, um, just keep writing it. I know Debbie will, or she'll text me. Debbie will text me and say, "Add this person." Um, my last meal would be a cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers are good. I've been craving a cheeseburger. I think I'm making taco salad tonight. I've been craving the salad. Um, and I've been doing all the cooking here at Mom's, trying to help them out before we go to the truck at night. Um, but I come in the morning times to help with my dad while she goes to work and stuff, and make breakfast for my dad, and then I make dinner for all of them. Um, and then we go to the truck at night. That way we can stay cool during the day and save on fuel, and stuff like. Because we have very little fuel in the truck, so you can't run the AC um, during the day because you can't run the truck. So we have to be somewhere where there's AC because they want Cody to not get overheated. Um, so yeah, fun. So it does take a lot to get my attention sometimes, because when I get in my own head, I'm kind of off. Um, but yeah, eventually I'll see you. But we do appreciate everyone that's been helping and praying and sharing the GoFundMe and stuff. And I was asked the other day why I raised the amount. I did that because when we first started the GoFundMe, we thought Cody's wound care was going to be covered. We thought he was going to qualify for the financial aid because they told us he was going to. They said there was no problem, nothing. But then because we don't live in the county where he's going to be getting the wound care, they will not do financial aid. They only cover people in their county. And so right now they're trying to find another spot, but what they really wanted him at the one in Gainesville because it's like the best one. And since he's so close to losing his leg, um, they wanted him to have the best wound care. So, um, yeah, now they're not going to cover it. So, hi, ET. How are you today? I'm almost out of coffee. Sandra's dad. Sorry, I missed that too. Your dad's name is Andre, right, Sandra? Andre. Okay. Yes, okay. Got him on there. No, Jen, he does not. They have checked him for diabetes. They have checked him for all different kinds of stuff, and he doesn't. And he shocks the doctors every time because he's a big guy. He shocks them every time that he doesn't have diabetes, and he'll tell them, "I don't have diabetes," and they'll say, "I bet you do." They'll run the test, and it's perfect, like perfect, and he doesn't have it. And then they're like, "Well," so now while they're doing the wound care, they're going to go in and do um, exploratory to check his veins, arteries, circulation, um, all that in his legs. He is a big guy, so circulation does, his legs swell a lot, so the circulation does get cut off some. So that could cause a lot of it. But the main thing, and we have noticed a little bit of a difference, is when his legs are not swelled, it does heal better. But being in the truck all the time and being up going and all that, which he can go, he can get up and move around and everything. He just can't drive the truck. He can't be where his legs are going to be down for that many hours a day, and swelling and the wounds on his legs are about this big each. They're both on the outsides of both legs. The right one is worse than the left one. But the left one is like, like when you rip your skin off, and then there's that top layer of flesh. That wound is like that. The other one is about probably 3/4 of an inch deep, and it's about that size. And it's where you can see the tendon, the everything. So when your legs stretch, it was taking the wounds and making them bigger. When they go down, they're getting smaller, bigger, smaller. So it was back and forth. Um, no, it's not. It's not ulcers, Mary. It's where the right one he's had for over 7 years is where he got bit by that spider. Right after I started YouTube is when it happened. He got stung by a spider, and that spider bite started eating the skin and the muscle and the tissue and all that around it. They finally got it to stop, but it would never heal. And every time we get it almost healed, it would just get bad again. And so we've been fighting that one for 7 years. The one on the left side, he fell off the truck when he hit his hip that time, uh, and busted his leg open, and it won't heal. So any wounds that he's getting, they just will not heal. So I'm thankful, because he barely bumps his arm, and the skin just busts open. So his skin is real thin. I think this is something they probably should have diagnosed him with a long time ago, but he does have chronic wounds. Okay, Charmaine, I'll have to look after this because I can't get on my phone right now. But I think it's something that he's had for a long time, and just because he couldn't, or he didn't have any wounds then, he didn't know, basically. Like little cuts, stuff like that, they heal up, but it takes them a lot longer than normal people. So I don't know. That happened to my daughter's aunt from a dog bite. She has lost half her foot. Yeah, and it does. I'm sorry I'm moving y'all around for just a sec. I'm kind of in my headspace this last couple of days, so I'm kind of um, all over the place. But we have right now when we do wound care, we have to clean them with soap and water. We have to make sure that we get all the soap off. We have to put saline on them, clean them real good with saline. Then we have to put zero form on them, which is that cloth that's kind of soaked in like this Vaseline type stuff. They're yellow. And then we have to put the surgical pads over them, and then we have to cover that with net mesh. Um, and that stuff gets really expensive. Uh, Hello, Terry. This is basically what we normally do. This is my Wednesday morning show where we drink coffee and we talk about whatever. We also do paranormal investigations, true crime stuff, ghost stories, all kinds of different things. Um, the Wednesday morning show is coffee and conversation with the curious, so we talk about all different kinds of things. Today we were talking about last meal requests from people that were on death row. Um, and now we're just chatting before the end of the show. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping in. Um, but yeah, that stuff gets kind of old. And luckily, we're not having to use the gel stuff that goes on it anymore because that stuff hurt him so bad. He would scream for a while after we put it on because it would sting so bad. Yeah, we're all over the place. Sometimes I start a topic and then I go to a totally different topic. I'm kind of a scatterbrain person, especially right now. So, if you're coming to my channel now and you're new, this is not how it always is. Well, it kind of is. It kind of is. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of is. We are kind of scattered um, everywhere, but right now we've got a lot going on in our family. So I just enjoy being around all of you amazing people. How do you apply for unemployment if you were let go from a job the previous year? I don't know how long you have to apply after losing a job. But whatever state you're in, you go to that state and you just type in unemployment um, application and you just apply. And then just put in the dates and whatever, the info, and then maybe they will Charmaine, I can see that text. I can't see pictures, but I can see the text. But I asked them about the honey, and they said do not put anything on it now because it's too deep. So they don't want anything on it that they don't approve of right now. Because if I do something and I make it worse, and then he does lose his leg because he's on the verge of losing his leg right now. If I do something and it makes it worse, I would never forgive myself. Um, So that's the hard part. Like when it was smaller and it wasn't as bad or as deep as it was now, that might have worked. And I really wish I would have known then because I've had a lot of people tell me to try the honey. But if I did that now, I think it would make it worse. And I know one of the pad things that we had, like the zero form, I think one of the pad things that we used to use did have honey in it. Um, but love you, Mary. I appreciate you stopping in. We have missed you so much. Um, I wanted to say that it did have honey in it. But that's been about 4 or 5 years ago. Um, and honestly, I think it did help a little bit, but uh, yeah, I'd just be too scared to start anything right now. I found a place to take classes in Beginner's Guide to ufology, UFO studies, UAP. Amy, if you would like, I'll send you the link. Okay, yeah, definitely send it to me. I still got to go back and print out my parapsychology certificate. I haven't done that yet. Manuka honey, it's a certain kind of honey, but they say a lot of it has helps or has a lot of benefits in wound healing. I think it has a lot of benefits for a lot of different things. But I have researched so much stuff and found so many things that would possibly help. But And the left one, maybe the left leg, maybe it would help. But the right leg is definitely not. There's nothing I can put on that right now. That would because that leg has like tendons and everything showing. So like any air that hits it when we're cleaning it and stuff like that, he is in a lot of pain. Um, he only takes Tylenol and ibuprofen, bless his heart, because he doesn't like the way pain pills make him feel. So he deals with a lot of pain. Um, he does have pain pills for the nighttime that if he can't sleep, and it's really hard for him to sleep because um, the wounds are on the outsides of both legs. He's also has sleep apnea, so he can't sleep on his back hardly. So he ends up laying on one of those wounds at night, and that doesn't help either. So I don't know. It's a never-ending battle, and we're losing. Yeah, we're definitely losing. Whenever they told him that next step would be taking his legs, he's like, "You're not taking my legs," and so he's gonna do everything possible to make that not happen. But his legs are definitely fighting against him. The what we're using, the zero form patches, they're almost like that, but they're yellow. And yeah, they are very expensive because we have to change it every day to every other day. And you have to get the zero form, you have to get the saline spray, you have to get uh and they have to be surgical pads because they don't want anything sticking to it. So you have to get the big surgical pads plus the net mesh and all that stuff. And that they last maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then we have to order more. And we have to order them because of the certain brands they want us using. And you can't always get that at Walmart or CVS or Walgreens or any of that. And of course, we only have the closest Walmart, CVS, and all that near us is about 30, 45 minutes away. So we order it off Amazon. That way we know it's coming in and we get it sent every 2 weeks. So love you too, Charmaine, and we'll definitely be praying for Aaliyah. They are going to be checking him for that, Jen. That while they're doing the wound care, they're going to be checking his legs for a lot of different things, his arteries and all that stuff. I can't remember what test they said they were going to do, but it's like they'll go in and it's a exploratory deal. They'll go in and check everything. Hi, Andy. How are you? I appreciate that, ET. And we love you guys. It will. It'll eventually get better. We can't complain. He's still alive. So, I mean, I can complain all I want to, but in the end, he's still alive. He's still here with me. Um, and we get to live to fight another day. So, if that's not on the list, Jen, I will definitely tell them to check for that because I'm pretty sure it's on the list, though, of stuff they're checking for. And he has the portal deal that I can go in and check all of his lab work and all that other stuff. And I'm just, it goes back years, and just the fight that we've been given with this has been crazy. All the doctor's appointments, all the medicines and antibiotics. I guarantee he's had at least 30 prescriptions of antibiotics every year. And that's all I'm giving it to, ET. It's all God. God has everything to do with this, and I know He's got us. I know He's got us. He's been working miracles, and yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna get off here because I'm still kind of tired. And but I am gonna try to go live Thursday night. I don't know what we're gonna do. I say try because I don't know what's actually happening and what day we're gonna have appointments on and stuff like that. I'm trying to keep all the Wednesday mornings clean because I love this. I love just sitting and chatting with you guys, and it definitely helps when I get to vent and um, just to have fun for a little bit too. So um, I appreciate all you new people for coming in, and I appreciate you coming in and staying around in the chat. I hope you had fun, and I promise not every live stream's like this. We've just had a lot going on the last couple of weeks, and our YouTube family has always been there for us, and we appreciate that so much. And you won't find a better group of people than the people that are here and the people that are usually here. We have an amazing community and best people in the world. But I am gonna try to get back on there and start doing more. Uh, okay, Sam. Thank you. I love you guys, and thank you so much for all the ideas and any help you try to give us. We appreciate it so much. We love y'all. Y'all mean the world to us. We will see you next time. Bye.